If you're just using Grok like a regular chatbot, you're missing the entire point of why it exists. I've spent weeks testing Grok against ChatGPT, Claude, and Gemini on the same tasks, and there are specific things Grok does that the others literally cannot. So I'm going to show you everything from the basics to the advanced features. And by the end, you'll know Grok better than 99% of people using it right now. To show you how all of this works, I'm going to create a completely new piece of content using only Grok. And the first thing I need is a topic. I'll type what topics in the AI space are getting unusual engagement on X right now. And this is where Grok does something no other major AI tool can do. Grok has direct access to public posts on X, which means it's pulling from millions of real conversations happening right now. ChatGPT and Claude would search the web, give me articles from yesterday or last week, but Grok shows me what people are actually saying in this current moment. Looking at the results, there's a backlash building against overhyped AI agents. Users are increasingly frustrated with tools marketed as fully autonomous that still require constant supervision, prompt tweaking, and error correction, turning automation into another job rather than a time saver. And now I have something with real tension behind it. But before I write anything, I need to understand the full picture. And that's where DeepSearch comes in. DeepSearch is Grok's autonomous research mode, and it combines web sources with live X data in a way nothing else can. To trigger it, you just include using DeepSearch in your prompt. I'll type using DeepSearch, give me a comprehensive analysis of the current state of AI agents. What are the main tools? What do they promise? What are the actual results people are getting? And where is the gap between marketing and reality? Grok generates subqueries and searches both the web and X simultaneously. This takes 30 seconds to a few minutes depending on complexity, but the output is genuinely researched with citations. What makes this valuable is that you get both sides. Official sources tell you what the tools claim to do, and expos tell you what's actually happening when people use them. Here's what comes back. The main players that show up are Crew AI and various AI employee platforms. Instead of bold claims about full automation or autonomy, what surfaces is the gap between demos and real usage. Users who are actually trying to make these systems work describe long setup times, brittle configurations, and agents that frequently hallucinate or fail once workflows become multi-step. Rather than running independently, agents require continuous supervision, prompt adjustments, and manual intervention, turning what looks impressive in demos into a frustrating, high-maintenance experience in practice. And now that I have the research, the next step is writing the script. And this is where Grok immediately separates itself from the competition. One of the first things you notice is that Grok is trained to be significantly more direct than its competitors. While ChatGPT hedges and Claude tries to stay perfectly balanced, Grok is willing to actually take a position, which is exactly what you need for content that cuts through the noise. To make sure that attitude carries through to the writing, I'll set up some custom instructions. Inside the drop-down on the right, I'll tell it specifically to write with confidence. No hedging language. Take clear positions. Be conversational, not formal. With that logged in, finally type, write me an intro for a piece about AI agents being overhyped. The angle is that set it and forget it. Automation is mostly marketing, and reality requires constant supervision that defeats the purpose. Make it punchy. And Grok starts with a direct statement that takes a stance. The writing has voice and sounds like a person with an opinion. To see why this matters, let's run the exact same prompt through ChatGPT and Claude side by side. ChatGPT gives me standard corporate speak. It's hedged, safe, and basically says nothing. Claude is a little better, but it's still sitting on the fence. But Grok actually gives me a real take with some actual personality behind it. That's a sentence someone would actually want to read. It has attitude, it's specific, and it makes a point without apologizing for it. The reason this matters is that content with personality performs better. Generic, carefully balanced writing gets scrolled past. And you can push Grok even further. If I want it more aggressive, I just tell it, rewrite that last section, but make it more blunt. Don't be polite about the over-promising, and it will. It'll give you content that other AI tools would refuse to generate because they're too focused on being inoffensive. The point isn't to be contrarian for the sake of it. The point is that when you need content with a spine, Grok actually delivers. I'll keep going. I'll type, "Now write me 3 specific examples of the gap between AI agent marketing and reality. Use the research from earlier. Be specific and slightly provocative." Grok pulls from the deep search results and gives me concrete examples with actual numbers and real frustrations. The writing is tight and doesn't pad sentences with unnecessary qualifiers. I've got my intro and my key points, and it took a fraction of the time it would take to edit ChatGPT's output into something usable. The bottom line is that Grok handles real-time research and unfiltered writing better than anything else I've tested. And for content that needs to feel current and human, that combination is hard to beat. But there's another tool by Google called Notebook LM that approaches AI from the opposite angle. Instead of pulling everything from the open web and social media, it only analyzes documents you give it, which means every answer is grounded in your actual sources, with exact citations and zero hallucination. I've made a video breaking down Notebook LM and showing you exactly how to use it. And when you're ready to add it to your workflow, click the video on screen and I'll show you how it works.